Hi, Mike Jinung here, and welcome to day 25 of 30 Days of Prayer. And I want to begin by reading these verses from the Psalms. And as I read them, remember these are actually prayers that the psalmist is praying to God. And this is Psalm 39, verse 4. Lord, make me know my end. What is the measure of my days? Let me know how fleeting I am. Behold, you have made my days a few handbreadths. My lifetime is as nothing before you. Surely all mankind stands as a mere breath. Surely a man goes about as a shadow. Surely for nothing they are in turmoil. Man heaps up wealth and does not know who will gather. And then I'm going to go to Psalm 90, another prayer along the same theme. For all our days pass away under your wrath. We bring our years to an end like a sigh. The years of our life are 70, or even by reason of strength 80. Yet their span is but toil and trouble. They are soon gone, and we fly away. Who considers the power of your anger and your wrath according to the fear of you? So teach us to number our days, that we may get a heart of wisdom. Psalm 90, 10-12. And then one more verse from the book of James. That you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Some translations, some Bible versions translate that word mist as vapor. So poof, that's what our life looks like. And the challenge for us is to ask, are we living our lives for eternity? Are we living our lives with the goal in mind to make sure what little bit of vapor time we get here, that it counts, so that 1 second after we're gone, 1 second after we've entered into eternity, we're not going to be ashamed that we wasted a lot of our life that God has given us here. And I need to pre-qualify this because I don't want this taken the wrong way. I don't want the message to come through that this is about let's get busy for God. That's not what that's about at all. It begins with a passionate love relationship with the Lord. And a lot of Christians are getting backwards, and they hear the word, we need to get busy for God. They'll get busy in ministry. They'll do all these things. They do not have a good relationship with Him. They're far away from Him. They have no prayer life. So they're trying to do the works and maybe do things for the wrong motives, or do things to be approved, or to look good, or maybe to even gain God's love. We don't want that. That's all done in the flesh. And the idea here is, I have a short life to live. Lord, would you show me how to live my life for eternity? I want to please you. I want to make a difference here. But God, you've given me gifts. You've got a plan. You've said that you've got works prepared for me. Keep me from the sins that will keep me from your purposes for my life. Help me to live my life for eternity. Open my eyes, God. If there's some wound or if there's something in me that I need to face and deal with and heal from, heal me so that I can help other people, so I can make my life count, so I can minister to others, so you can flow your love through me. In all of our Christian life, we should always have in view our death. There's a verse in Ecclesiastes that talks about better is the house of mourning than the house of feasting. What's he saying there? He's not saying, oh boy, we're going to go to a funeral home all the time, but when I go to a funeral, it's up right there in my face that's going to be me one day. I'm going to be done. I don't want to waste my life. And there are a lot of Christians who are wasting their life on frivolous nothing. That doesn't mean we can't have fun, but are you really pouring your life out for others? What is your passion? I hope it's not sports, entertainment, and those things. That doesn't mean we can't enjoy them, not at all. We've been given one life. Every good and perfect gift comes from the Father. So those things that we enjoy, like going to the beach, going to the mountains, maybe crafts, maybe playing the musical instruments, those are gifts that we can enjoy. But the gifts are not the things that we build our life on. And if you're spending hours a day on social media, or hours a day on YouTube, or hours a day watching TV, I'll challenge you right now, that's not good. And if your life is filled with music or movies that choke your relationship with the Lord, that have a lot of content in there that dull your spirit, and you're feeding yourself with a lot of that stuff all the time, that is not good. So if I'm living in my life in the light of eternity, my choices, each and every single choice I make makes a big difference. So I don't want to spend 2 hours on social media. I don't want to spend, tons of money and time on sports and entertainment. Yeah, I'll enjoy them, but they're not my life. And so in light of eternity, knowing I'm going to be held accountable to God, and we all have to face the judgment seat, fear and trembling, I want to live my life in the right way. And this doesn't mean we live perfect. We surely don't. We're surely stuck with this miserable flesh. As John 1 said, basically, whoever says he doesn't sin is fooling himself. So I'd be a fool to say that I'm not always 1 or 2 decisions away from a big mistake. But the direction of my life will be moving forward. God, how can I make a difference? God, use me. God, show me what you want me to do. God, I want to follow you. God, make my life have an impact. And just like in these verses we read, these are prayers from Psalms. I think that'd be a good idea for all of us to keep praying. God, help me to remember I could be gone tomorrow. I could be gone in 6 months. I could be gone in a year. Who knows? Spend your life on the things that make a difference and the things that God values. And I will tell you one thing that's a good investment to make for those of you who are married is to make investments in your spouse. Oftentimes we get so caught up in busy things and even ministry that our spouse gets left behind. Or our kids. Those are always great investments to make in eternity. Those relationships, those prime relationships we've been given, we should be paying attention to and pouring into, and they should see that we're living a life for eternity. Sometimes we preach too much. The best preaching you can do is to live a life that matters and let other people see that. And so let's go today to the Lord and say, Lord, would you show me, hold the mirror up to my heart. Am I living my life for eternity? Am I living my life in a way that's going to count? And here I am, God. Show me what you want me to do.